And when I started, I literally had $0 to my name. I think I had 24 cents in my bank account. Now I see it in others, and I'm able to help people on a deeper level rather than a surface level. Becoming a leader is not getting rid of the problems. It's becoming who you need to be to overcome them.
Dana Kovacic, are you there?
I'm here.
Where? There you moved. There you are. Come on down. How are you?
I'm incredible. How are you?
I'm so well. I remember when we met.
Me too.
We're so awesome together.
Absolutely.
Oh, wow. Have you really been with us for 2 years? That can't be true.
Yeah,
really?
May 2020.
I feel like we've done so much in such a short period of time together. Is that how you feel?
I can't even imagine my life before ICI.
I can't imagine my life before you. Like we've done so much intense stuff together.
A lot.
We don't muck around when we get together, do we?
No.
Nope. Give me a hug. Come here. Give me some love. It's so good to see you.
It's so good to see you.
You're wonderful. So you've earned back your course fees. I did not know that.
I have done 67,000 this year in coaching.
Wow. Now, where were you? Because I remember that we had a deep conversation at the beginning of this year, and that's not where you were at.
No.
Oh, my God. Because I remember that conversation. Tell me everything. What? Tell me now.
So I drew a line in the sand. I thought, I'm more than what I'm living. And through the learnings I've had through ICI, I'm like, you know what? Feel the fear and do it anyway. Just do it. And
yeah,
I've put my systems together. When I actually follow the system, it works. Funny that.
It's madness.
And I'm quite a rebel in terms of wanting to do it my way, even though I know it didn't work. I just got stuck in that loop. So once I actually started following the systems, especially in the marketing, I got my niche, my avatar, my programs just started selling, and it's just been so epic. I did 67,000 in 9 months.
If you don't mind, where were you when we talked? I think it was February. Do you remember where you were at?
I didn't realize until I was fortunate enough to get on, a Zoom and ask questions to Remy, and she really pulled me up on something I wasn't aware of, and that was my people pleaser mask. I wore it often and proudly, and I didn't even realize. And from when you pulled me up on that, it's just changed my life. I still struggled. I've got 2 businesses, so I've got my coaching business and my hair salon business.
That's right.
Hair salon business, it's been the toughest year ever.
Yes.
Ever. And the conversation was around stepping up into who I need to be to elevate my business. And one of my favorite quotes is, becoming a leader is not getting rid of the problems. It's becoming who you need to be to overcome them. And for me, it was overcoming my people pleaser mask, getting over my fear, and just doing it. And it worked. It's working.
Wow. So you solved that problem that I remember all these conversations, Dana. Are you navigating your way through all of this?
Most of it, yes.
You're a rock star. You've come so far.
Thank you. It's been tough, and it's been.
Yes.
I love just watching John Assaraf, and it's not about being interested. It's about being committed to the journey, being committed to impacting people's lives. And I truly believe, my belief now is selling is serving. If I'm not selling, I'm not serving. So I'm being a disservice to others by not putting myself out there. And that's been a huge lesson for myself.
And who loves working with you? Who are you attracting? Because in coaching, while we say we're selling, what I really believe we're doing, we're just attracting. So what type of person is coming into your world and into your awareness?
So my avatar is hair salon owners. So I've got a one-on-one program, a group coaching program, and I'm about to launch my online program on the 1st of November.
doing it. You're literally just doing the system.
am.
This is amazing.
Thank you.
Wow. Congratulations. And what was it like when you got your very first client?
Honestly, it was unbelievable. I had the thought when I first started, like, who would listen to me? I'm not enough. I had all these thoughts in my mind of who the hell do I think I even am that someone would want my advice. And even though I have been a business owner in my salon for 9 years, that has become my comfort zone. To sell a hair service is so different to then selling myself and my knowledge. And that took a lot of courage for me to step out. And it was actually a hairdressing client that I asked if she'd like to be my first client. And I was shaking and I went up and she said, yes, I want to be your first client. So I went out the back room and did a little dance. I'm like, crap, what am I going to charge her? So I went out and she's actually been, we had a plan. I said, 12 months, let's do it. So she signed up for 12 months and she's been my client for 2 years. So she just comes once every month now instead of a fortnight.
And is it working for her, what you're helping her with?
She has not been on a date for 10 years and she's going dating. She got a job promotion. She's gaining confidence, what we call butterfly moments. It's just been phenomenal.
That is so wonderful. Oh, wow. Just some of the deepest relationships can be where we can be profoundly instrumental in their growth. We shine a light, we walk the talk, we are one step ahead, we show what works because we've learned what works, and that becomes magnified for them. They do what they never dreamt they could do.
Absolutely. And that's one of the biggest lessons I've learned as well. We only need to be one step ahead. That's all. And that took me a while to get my head around, but it's so true.
It is favorite way of getting a coaching question. Just go down the page of coaching questions, pick a question. The client's never been asked that and no one's ever cared about the answer. Care about the question, care about the answer, and care about the client transforms. There is so much research and science supporting simply giving somebody our complete focus and our presence and creating a safe space for them is instrumental in change work right there. So if we can just learn that skill, our clients can transform. You look amazing today, by the way. You're glowing.
Thank you. I've lost, so Meta 3, one of my biggest achievements in coaching was attending Meta 3. And since then, I've lost 10 kilos. I'm taking my health seriously. I've come third in a public speaking competition, and I couldn't even speak in front of people 2 years ago. So it's
congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's so great. And what's been your biggest challenge in the coaching program? Is it the marketing, the business, organizing, coaching, self-development? What's been your particular version of, everyone's going to create a challenge for themselves if they have a goal. What's been your version of challenge?
Oh, Jesus, where does it begin? Honestly, I've been playing tug of war with myself because one moment I'm, like, let's go, let's do it. I'm quite a dynamo. And the next is, there's a setback. And then that setback gets me into a turmoil, or in the past, it's got me into a turmoil of I'm not good enough. They don't like me. I'm not making a difference. And that's been a huge, huge challenge to overcome and get better at asking for help. And
getting over being a people pleaser, getting over that. I reckon if there's anything we're doing at ICI is working on helping people get over this people pleasing epidemic and get over caretaking others at the expense of ourselves.
I think that you shared a story and it's really stuck with me. It was someone interviewed Michelangelo and they said, how did you sculpt the perfect sculpture of David? And Michelangelo answered, I just chipped away at everything that's not David. And I feel that with ICI, I'm recognizing every day that, okay, well, who am I? I'm just chipping a little bit more off who I thought I needed to be, getting rid of those patterns, talking to my parts more. So like you were mentioning before, that's been a real big challenge to overcome, is learning to be vulnerable, learning to be emotionally available. And since doing more of the work, I've been able to have more of a genuine connection with people. I've been able to show more connection and empathy. And that's, you can't even put a price on that. That's priceless.
Yes. What people say they want, and they don't realize it's the skills they need to get.
Yes.
Just, I hope this relationship gets better. I hope that the next one's better, rather than, okay, so this is what I can skill myself in So I attract the type of people who are ready for this level of self-knowledge, self-acceptance, my standards. So I don't have people in my life who think they can drag me down by trying to plug into me and get what I give them, because you and I are both great at giving joy, but I don't accept people in my life anymore who want to plug in and just have my joy for free.
Yes.
They just want to plug in and have all my wonderfulness and just dine on me. And it's not saying I want anything from them, but it's almost like, well, if the relationship isn't reciprocal and you're not seeing me for who I am, you just love me for what I give you, which is a feeling of joy, then I'm going to be really drained. That's not healthy.
No. We allow them to be, well, I can only talk from my own experience, but I allow people to be leeches. That's how I see it. Like I let them leech
Yes.
my energy.
Yes. Yeah. And now personal standards, it's a privilege to be in my space. If you want to be close with me, then you've got to be close with who I am. And I'm not always joy. I have other depths and other layers, and loving, learning all of this with all of us together. It's wonderful.
And recognizing that it's okay to feel the emotions. I call it a pity party for one. And when I have my pity party for one, I literally sit into my emotions and allow myself to feel. And that, talking about challenges, was one of the biggest challenges to allow myself to feel, because I hadn't allowed myself to feel for so long, sadness and anger.
Yes.
And
Yes.
since doing that, now I see it in others, and I'm able to help people on a deeper level rather than a surface level.
Yes.
And having those stronger boundaries for myself, and your standards are up to the sky. So even just the few conversations that we've had and what I'm learning, the quality of our life is determined by the standards that we have. So the higher standards I'm putting in place, I'm the better quality life I'm living.
I am so pleased to hear all of this, because I remember our last event together. That was full on. That was really advanced and full on. And now we just get some space to. It's just wonderful. Did you go to the pub afterwards with everyone? Were you at the pub?
No, I had to work the next day. So
Get to work. Oh, we all hit the pub. It was wonderful. The beautiful Steve bought a bottle of wine and let me have a glass of wine, and somebody else bought some food and just appeared in front of me. Everyone was so lovely. I felt so cared for.
Oh, I was honestly exhausted after that. To not smile. For everyone that's watching, I had the task of not smiling for 2 days. Whoa, that was so hard. Life-changing, but very, very challenging. So I went home at night. I cried for 1.5 to 2 hours, and just releasing that. It's just like, there's another part of me chipping away. And I just want to thank you so much for that opportunity.
So welcome.
Thank you.
You showed up so full-heartedly. You embody giving it a go. You embody openness. So easy to work with you and support you. You're fabulous. So what have you enjoyed the most? We've done the challenge. What have you enjoyed the most about it? And what are you embracing the most and embodying the most in the journey?
I've always thought from a young age, I'm the rainbow sheep of the family, and there's got to be more to life than my upbringing. So
that's awesome.
I didn't know what that looked like or what that was until I found coaching. So the thing I really enjoyed most is being able to, one, find out who I am, and second, finally embracing me. Like I'm fabulous.
Bring it on. Bring it on.
And
yes.
just learning to say that and brag about myself and celebrate with the community. Like the community, I've never been able to feel comfortable or confident in asking for help as much as I have since this journey. So you might see lots of tags of me in it. It's because I'm on there asking for help. I don't want to be stuck. It's like, get me to where I want to be now, because I'm not wasting time anymore. Time is precious. We can always make another dollar, but we can never make another minute. And I love what you said before about moments. Life is at moments and moments and moments. Well, I'm not wasting any more moments sitting there thinking, what should I do? I'm asking and getting it done. So that's been a really big win for me in this journey.
And I think what other people do quite a lot is, rather than living in the moment, embracing right now and making decisions right now, they say, I'll make the decision when. If such and such happens, then I'll be happy. If such and such happens, then I'll be brave. If such and such happens, and we're putting all our power into the unpredictability of the universe that doesn't know that we have rules for it about how it has to behave for us to feel good.
Oh, absolutely. I call it the one-day pile. We're putting things in the
Yes.
one-day pile that never gets done. And then, like you mentioned before, you're 60, 70, 80 years old looking at the one-day pile and thinking, what the hell happened with my life? And I don't want that. I've drawn my line in the sand, and I'm more than that.
Yes, you are. You really are. What was it like you coming into your foundations training all that time ago? Can you recall coming in?
I can, because I was, excuse my language, shitting myself. I was so scared. I was scared of my first coaching session. However, during the first few hours, I was like, okay, well, this isn't so bad. Like, the community was excellent. It was, I felt a warmth. I felt connected. And then I started to believe in myself. Well, maybe I can do this. And even in the moments I felt like I couldn't, I had 100% had the support. Like ICI, TCI had my back. It had everyone's back. And we got through that coaching session. And it was just such a proud moment. I was like, I actually did it. I didn't die. I'm still here. I didn't go to the floor.
I didn't burst into flames. That was my big fear. It was such a thing.
And we're still here to tell the tale.
Yeah.
I loved that there was foundations, though. Instead of getting right into it and expecting you have to go do a full coaching session straight away, it literally is a step-by-step system to set you up for success. And I will never forget my first coaching session ever.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. Me too. I was shaking and dry retching.
Yeah.
And so afraid. I really didn't think I'd be able to get through it until I realized once you start it, how doable it is. It really is just take our questions and ask our questions. Yeah. That's it. Yes.
And just by doing that in those moments, it's like, wow, I made a difference in someone else's life by just being present and asking the questions that are systemized for us.
Yes, something they've never had the gift of receiving. No. Even coaches who are in the foundations who are getting coached, even though they know the questions and they know that it's happening, still get the breakthroughs and the value from it because nobody's taken the time to be so generous for them before.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think the world's starved of generosity of spirit.
Yes. And compared to, I've spent, don't even want to know how much, hundreds of thousands of dollars on my personal development and learning. And one thing I keep learning, well, I haven't learned it yet, but I keep coming back to everything I need to know is in this program. I'm in Pro Coach, but everything I need to know is in here. I've done other courses and I thought, well, that's already in my program. I'm in. And it's something that has been another big challenge. Sometimes I just want the magic pill, I want it instantly. I want it now. And that's my dynamo in me, I think. And when I come back to it, again, just follow the systems, and all the systems are presented in front of me. I just have to do them. And when I do them,
but you're doing great on the 5% you have time to use, and the rest is there because you're in here for life and you just access it as you want it anyway. So it's still going to be there. And I'll keep adding to it. You'll be pleased to hear. So in a year's time, when you're starting to get through it, I'll add some more because I love hearing this feedback. It really edifies me, Dana. I just love it.
Thank you so much.
Now, we are over time, but what I'd love to know is what would you share with somebody as we draw to a close? Yes. What would you share with someone who's still listening to that little voice inside and instead of listening to their truth, that they are greater than circumstance, that they are worthy of this investment, that they're doing it for themselves? If they're still listening to the little girl or little boy inside them that says, don't do anything, just watch reruns of I Dream of Jeannie, what would you say to them?
Coming from someone that grew up in generational poverty and had nothing and felt like I couldn't achieve anything, if I can do it, you can do it too. I never thought myself the smartest person in the world or the most lucky person in the world. And when I started, I literally had $0 to my name. I think I had 24 cents in my bank account. I made it work. I made it work because I committed myself that I'm going to make a difference in my life. I'm going to be the rainbow sheep. This is what I'm meant to do. I'm making an impact in people's lives. I am more than what I'm living. And if I keep doing the same thing, I'm going to keep getting the same results. So for me, I told myself, just fucking get on with it and live your life and make a difference in other people. So if you are feeling that same way, if you are sitting on the fence, you're here for a reason. And you've dipped your toe in the water, just jump in. Just go. And you won't regret it. You absolutely won't regret it. There's a lifetime worth of learning. I think, like Remy said, I've done about 5% of the content. So you never get bored. You have the support of the community. And one thing I will say is just ask questions quickly. Ask questions quickly. Have the support. We're all here for you.
You're amazing. And you'll be there in the members, I know, to greet all the people who are joining us now. You'll be there.
Absolutely.
You drop in, welcome people. You're available. All our beautiful members who are further down the track make themselves available for the next generation. And that's, to me, we're always paying it forward. We're always paying it forward. I love that. We bring in the best people just the best people. You are one of the best people. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me, and good luck to everyone. I trust I'll see you in the community, and please reach out to me anytime. I'm here to help support as well.
You're amazing. Thank you, Dana. Thank you so much.
Randy. Thank you so much.
Give her a huge hand. Amazing. Beautiful.